But
no,
I
they
mean,
have to exist. The world is so big.
Well, there's a lot of things.
The amount of grains of sand that we have on Earth is the amount of galaxies that are in space. Galaxies.
So they claim, but I mean, there's no guarantee in it. But what we do know that there are other galaxies.
Guarantees.
But there are other
There's
galaxies.
pictures of it. We have pictures of galaxies.
But there are other galaxies. What I'm saying though is that there's no guarantee that the number of grains of sand that we have is how many galaxies. But the space is supposed to be endless. So I mean,
it's either planets or galaxies.
But I am willing to bet that something is going on with that. But we have like an endless space, anyways.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't it trippy that we're like just floating through space right now, and it's at fucking thousands of miles per hour, just in a big planet. We're just flying through space.
I mean,
science by science.
Even if
I'm not saying that. Mike didn't come up with this.
Whether it's science or even religion, or even without the two, we can still notice without either of those two being put into the play. Or the equation that they do exist. I mean, people all over the world have seen sightings. I mean, hell, if we go back to the Mayans and the Aztecs, way back, hieroglyphics, I think it's called on the walls.
Hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs. Yeah. I never got that word right. But you get them on the walls.
Hieroglyphics? Yeah, it is hieroglyphics.
And they have pictures of UFOs and then weird.
Is it hieroglyphics or hieroglyphs?
I don't know. I don't think it really matters.
Hieroglyphs.
We'll just call it magical walls with writing.
Petroglyphs are drawings on rocks, art on rocks, and hieroglyphs are the the shit that they. I got a fart, man. This fart is knocking my concentration out of balance.
Foster's fart.
It'll come out. Hieroglyphs are writings on the wall.
Well, Mayans and Aztecs had both of them on there.
Picture talking. Like, they talk through pictures. You know what I mean? Like, it's to tell a story. Like, they'll have a lady with a snake in her hand, looking at a flower pot. And it's
trying to compare the two and,
You know what I mean? Swish. No, it goes over my head. I'm trying to stay I'm smoking weed. No,
But, I was going to say, though...
So, if they do exist, where do you think that they are, and how do you think they look like?
I mean, we can go based off of what humans have believed them to be, and then we go just on that. I mean, it's a possibility that they've already had higher tech. I mean, with the crashing of the Roswell incident, as soon as that happened, our technology went through the roof, and we started having access to so much more than we did originally. And I mean, we got proof over that time period from those dates. I don't know the exact date, but from the date before the Roswell happened, the crashing of the alien, which is now Area 51, to after.
But they don't know if that's real.
Maybe, but here's the thing, though. Originally, America went, yeah, there's a crashing that happened, and an alien.
Keep saying that,
and an alien appeared, right? And then America just flipped, and then lost their shit. So then America's like, we were just kidding. It never happened. I'm just saying, like, okay, so. But also, though, even aside from aliens in general, though,
I think it's so interesting that we developed on Earth. Like, and obviously we developed at sea. Because I was thinking about it today, there was some shit that I brought from the sea, like some shells, and I had it in the seawater. It was like some little art thing that I made inside of a cup, like this kind of. But this is already made.
So sweet.
But I was looking at it. Why the fuck you did that? They're like, yeah, sure, so sweet, yeah. That sucks.
Seahorse.
Come on, the seahorse frozen in time? That's cool, man. That's cool.
Looks a little horse.
That thing had feelings at one point in time.
Looks a little horse to me.
No, listen.
A little seahorse.
Get over my head. Fuck.
Swish.
Listen. When you look at sea stuff, it's way more intricate. Like, just the plants are not how the plants grow here on land.
There have been...
They're alive. The plants are alive. There's plants that, like, wait for things to land at sea and fucking eat it, and...
We have, I mean...
Osmosis.
This is supposedly...
Fuck!
I mean, some sea animals apparently did evolve and start becoming land. I mean, it's possible. I mean, we have certain fish that can do that now. But whether or not that is the case or not, we have evolved to some extent.
Yeah, no, you just don't, like, notice how sea animals are way more complex than...
Like some fish...
river animals.
That die and we get the fossils and the fins have fingers.
Just by that, you can tell that we started at sea.
I never really thought about that, but it could be possible. Like I said, I mean, some fish and some whales and whatnot have fingers inside their fins, or even feet-like fingers in the back fins.
There's this gay guy that had webbed feet. I was watching like an old Brooklyn train video from the 70s, and he was showing off his feet. The motherfucker had webs on his feet.
But there's a lot of weird shit. But then you got the people who claim
tails, bro. People that have tails.
We have tail bones, so it's not like we never had tails. I mean, the possibility could be there. We have tail bones, and they must have been there for a good reason.
And we have monkey DNA.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was about to say
98% chimpanzee.
It's a possibility.
It's a science.
Well, what I'm saying is that just because science says it doesn't mean it's automatically real. But I mean, it could be.
No, the blood.
I believe it's real to an extent.
Yeah,
maybe.
The motherfuckers when you look at a monkey, it's like 2% of your intelligence.
But remember, though, I mean,
or maybe 50.
Back in the day, well, see, if you think about it, if you think about it, like back in the day,
maybe 80 for you.
Back in the day,
80% of you.
People used to fuck monkeys anyways, and that was the start. No, I heard what you said, but what I'm saying is that people used to fuck monkeys back at one point anyways, and that
your ancestors,
and that's what the start. Of the DNA of monkeys could have been in Jesus and all that. But I mean, honestly, aside from monkeys, I was gonna make a joke about your mom, but cows are very sacred in my country. Just wanted to let you know that.
How do you know my mom's big?
I never said she was big.
No, you did. Oh, you don't know.
I was just letting you know.
I like that. I like how you're making jokes about my mother.
The cows are very sacred, in my country, and I just thought that I should say something back to you about the monkey.
Any more babbling and talking, and you're gonna kill mosquitoes that are flying around me right now.
He's talking about his ass, won't stop babbling, and he keeps farting.
I haven't farted yet. So
you did off the set. Preset, he farted.
I don't know why I'm doing that whistle. Listen, you fucking maniac. So chimpanzees, we developed off of them. How you think some of them walk upright? Yeah, and they use weapons, dude. You know that. Like sticks as weapons to reach for shit.
Well, some can. I mean, I guess really all depends. But at the same time, though, I mean, we have evolved to some extent. And then there's
let's say somebody fucks a monkey. The only, those two genes had to fucking connect. What is it? Those two eggs had to
Well, I mean,
blend by.
There's no guarantee that the egg or the fetus would, since they give life birth anyways.
Just imagine like a human chilling with a monkey, and then they're just
we had cavemen though,
rubbing each other's back. Like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck this hoe. She deserves it.
We had cavemen at one point, and they're supposed to be hairier versions of our ancestors. So I mean, the possibility that they evolved from monkeys is a high probability.
You have a lot of sense for saying that. I appreciate that.
But what I'm saying though is
because a lot of people deny the fuck out of that.
Well, even though science says it doesn't mean that it did or did not happen. But I believe it did.
I'm with
because I don't just believe everything science tells me. I don't just believe everything religion tells me.
And by the way, there's somebody on the fucking phone in his ear the whole time.
Yeah, I know. Well, they don't, but now they do. I was going to say, though, is that we do have ancient caveman ancestors, but the problem is with this, though, is everybody's always arguing that this has been a never-ending battle, probably, as far as whether Big Bang or evolution happened. And I touch on it because most people won't. And then when they do, they're always battling. It's kind of like Democrats versus Republicans. They can't come to an end.
What do you think, what's your thoughts on the Big Bang?
I think they both happened. Because, I mean, originally, let's say
both?
Big Bang and evolution, I think they both had a part to play.
Of course, you fuck.
The
Big Bang, boom.
First
and
of all,
evolution
though,
happens a million years
when
later.
we talk about religion and about how God made all these fucking planets and shit, I mean, he had to come up out of somewhere. So, boom, he appeared. And then, boom, he started making fucking planets. And then he puts us, on there and basically uses us like guinea pigs, so one could say. And then basically we started to evolve.
That's one way to look at it.
Well, I mean, I understand that by religion definition, we're supposed to be slaves and messengers to the Word of God. But it's not the whole point, though. The whole point is that he put us on a planet.
If God made us, he put an extra speed chip inside of your head.
And basically,
he got that speed. This motherfucker talks.
He wanted to see how we would react to I mean, apparently back in one point in time, before Adam and Eve was supposed to be created, apparently he had made humans at one point. He didn't like it because there were more clones than actual people. And apparently Adam and Eve...
You're a handsome guy, though.
...were the first...
He took his time with your looks.
Well, Adam and Eve was the first...
But maybe on the brain he put a little...
...group that actually had intelligence. And that was the start. But what I'm saying, though, is that... basically, that all happened, and then Noah popped up on an ark, and then he fucking flooded everybody that came from Adam and Eve except for Noah, and that was the kind of the start of where we kind of come in.
God damn, this motherfucker said a whole book in a second.
But, come in. Whether it's Jesus. Religion or science, I mean, I think that both have a reason.
Here we go again with your bone cracking,
to be apart.
Any more bone cracking, you're gonna dislocate your bone in my house.
Everybody, everybody's always getting angry on whether science is real or whether religion is real, and I think
they're both real.
Well, I believe they're both real, but I believe
there's two different things.
That people misuse both of them, though. A lot of people twist up religion and then spin it off at people, and then nobody wants to believe anymore. So and nobody knows what to believe because of how modern religion is formed. But whether it's aliens or, basically, we call aliens, anything we don't understand is either an unidentified or alien. Like, back in the day, apparently, if I remember the date, apparently this happened around the time Noah's Ark and the Great Flood happened, but somehow people were able to create big holes on walls that they couldn't reach without a ladder. Back in the time period where they didn't have ladders and all those special tools
today. No, but they made wooden ladders.
Well, yeah, but they wouldn't be strong enough.
But I don't know this.
But see, I watched a show a few years back.
Should rot,
But the thing is, though, is that I watched a show about this, and then I did further research on it. And apparently, back in that time period, there was no way for a human to build a ladder that high up. I'm not talking about walls that are 3 times taller than a house, way up there. Walls tall enough to overtake the flood, so that they can get away from it. And apparently, whether it's angels, demons, or some people call them bird people, or jinn, or sphinx in Egypt, apparently. But,
I'm a bird person.
I'm just saying, though, Egyptians call them sphinx, and then certain people call them jinns, which are a form of birdman, apparently, like a bird spirit, which are jinns.
The Mayans believed in that.
Yeah, that was, okay, Mayans, okay.
The turtle flying man.
But the jinns are supposed to have the bird faces, but the man body with the bird wings.
So can I ask you another question? What do you think about the Mayan sacrifice? The sacrificing of humans?
Of Jesus?
No.
Wait. Are you talking about the Great Flood?
Bro, the Mayans did not sacrifice Jesus. Let's just know.
I didn't say they did, but when you think about the human sacrifice, you think about Jesus dying for the people. That's one of the most common.
No, I'm talking about Mayans, Aztecs,
and that's why I asked you about that. But it's just odd how Mayans. It's funny how Mayans and Aztecs randomly disappeared off the planet, randomly, and they were some of the first people to make the calendar, like the sun calendar. And the little circle with the ball with the triangle, and it moves around by the
No, Mayans did that.
Yeah, I'm saying though, but they both had their own part in that too, though. And they also wrote on their walls about major disasters that happened that weren't supposed to even know about, and then they ended up happening later.
Yeah, they know how the universe rotates.
Like that. You know
what they used to do? They had this. Thank you for letting me say something. They built this area on the ground where they fill it up with water, and they study the star systems by looking at the water.
Well, because when the moon's out...
So they had a priest,
when the moon is out, though, it affects the water in high tide and low tide, so it's easier to study stars.
No, this is in the middle of the land. Well, they believe that, the Mayans believed that they were at the center of the universe, where they were at.
Maybe they could have been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no real proof saying that they were or were not, but I believe that Mayans and the Aztecs were possibly a type of angel at that time period, because they randomly disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah, they were nowhere to be found.
That's what I'm saying. So they could have been some kind of angel. But as I was saying about the Great Flood, when it happened, they had walls taller than...
But there's
than that.
No, but there's you know, the relics, the pinching relics. They found the stuff like the stone. Mayans used to travel millions of miles to this volcano ash part where they used to cut the rocks and bring the rocks with them, and they used to chip these little pieces, and those pieces used to be used for sacrifice, for blood. What, you on the phone?
No. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Go ahead, answer your shit. You gotta answer. You want her to be on the phone listening?
She accidentally ended the phone call, so she'd call back.
Oh, okay.
That's all. But yeah, I mean, I already told you that I wasn't going to be texting or nothing.
No, I know, you're fine. There's, you know, proof, like, up there, that they used to, like, break pots and do rituals with the pots.
I believe that they were some kind of special entity sent by whatever God is supposed to be.
They were also on hallucinogenics most of the time. They were fucked up on mushrooms and other types of drugs.
Yeah, but who's to say that they weren't...
Because they had enemas. There's traces of those types of drugs inside their enema.
Well, the problem is, though, is that back at that time period, though, they didn't have the technology to tell what was poisonous and what was not. So maybe there was
what?
What was poisonous and what was not versus...
Oh, no.
But what I'm saying, though, is...
They just try shit.
They were probably hungry, and they're going around eating whatever they looked edible to them. And since we have mushrooms, they could be used as capshrooms versus actual edible mushrooms.
You sound like a damn bee.
Well, I'm just saying, though, is that they probably were hallucinating a lot because they ate a lot of shrooms, and not knowing what were shrooms and what were mushrooms, they just ate whatever, and it fucked them up.
Well, you're right.
But I was gonna try to say, though, back at that Great Flood, though, is that they had walls, you know, like not man-made walls, but just there.
Have you ever seen the Mayan death mask?
No.
It's a fucking mask that the king used to wear. And it's... Bro, you gotta see this shit. It's made of, like, this roll right here of... what are those green stones?
Emeralds?
Emeralds? Something like that. And the whole fucking mask is made out of that material. Super realistic. It has, like, white paint with some eyes.
Is it like a wooden mask?
On the ears? No, it's a killing mask.
No, but I'm saying, though, it's a big wooden mask, right?
No, it's emerald.
No,
not emerald. That's fucking, that's ruby shit.
If it's
green, fucking crystal.
If it's green, it's an emerald.
No, it's a stone.
That's what I'm saying. The emeralds are stones.
Yeah.
If it's green, it's
so emerald. So they will have these long tubes coming out of their ears, like up to here, and those tubes used to suck in the sound from the person dying while they were fucking taking out their heart on top of the pyramid. You gotta take a look at this mask.
I gotta get me a mask like that sometime.
I could fucking look it up.
But you know what's weird, though, is that...
Anyways, I showed it before
people...
I did a whole thing on Mayans.
It's just,
you guys could check it out on the playlist, the adventure playlist.
We don't have back then, they didn't have enough technology to be able to build holes like that. Back in the day.
Where? Who?
And to have it when...
The Mayans?
Well, I'm saying back in the day...
They built shit underground.
Back when they had the Great Flood happen, people believed that angels had helped certain people to escape the Great Flood for whatever reason. It was really odd because there's no way to climb that high. They didn't have time to build those ladders to get up there before the Great Flood hit them. Yeah. So I believe whether it's jinns or anything,
you know what I just thought about? I just thought about that guy that gave you $1 tonight. That kid.
People give me money randomly. I don't ever expect anything. If they want to give it to me, it's their choice. It's not my money to tow a big for.
No, I should have. Oh my god, because he seen me talking with you. Do they normally give you money like that?
Randomly, it's on and off. It's not like guaranteed, but I get money randomly. I can't. I mean, it's kind of normal.
Has he seen you before?
I don't know.
That was really nice.
I see a lot of faces. Some people see me. And they understand.
But when a young guy gives you money like that, he must have been like around... Yeah, I'm around a little bit younger than us.
It's just that...
Black? He was a black kid.
Maybe.
Yeah, he was black.
Maybe a black Spanish, maybe.
Something like that. That's super nice of him.
It's just that...
He just randomly came in my mind. I just thought I should mention that.
Some people,
that was really nice of him.
Understand logic.
All right, God, there I go, sucking dick.
We'll see other people, though.
Really nice of him. He's the best in the world.
It's just that a lot of people, they see people like me, and they see that I'm better off, and then they'll see somebody else, oh, well, he looks pitiful, let me help him. And I mean, I get it, you want to help people, but if they're not helping themselves, then there's no point in helping them.
Oh, shit, I'm not that much better off. The only thing I have is a roof over my head. That doesn't make me better than you.
Oh, I'm not saying it is,
I still
but when
my
people...
shoes the same way you do.
when people,
one stack
though...
foot at a time. Let's take ass feet, boy, goddamn!
People judge people way too easily out here. Like, I try to explain this to people. You know,
You talking to me or the person on your headset?
No, I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah, goddamn.
Cause she's listening anyway, and then you got the viewers, you got you.
Okay.
But
also, I can use the bathroom. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. You're the best. You're the best guy I've ever met.
If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with yourself.
I don't know. I'll see how many times I shake it, but that's none of your business, freak.
Don't confuse
You
it.
freak!
Don't confuse it with your pinky, bro.
Stop touching my pee-pee!
I can't touch what isn't there. If there's a skeeter on your Peter, whack it off. There's a dozen on my cousin. I can hear those bastards buzzing. But there's a lot of weird shit in this world that we can't explain. And the cool thing about this government, though, as much as I hate them, when it comes to YouTube and videos, if people think the videos are fake, they're not going to take it down. Like, if there's enough people going, those videos are fake, even if they're real, they won't take it down. You know, but if anybody starts going, that's real, then there's a high chance the government will fucking randomly take shit down, and it's happened before, like with 9/11. They took the original videos down, and then allowed the fake footage to get put up, or the photoshopped footage.
All right, buddy, we're not gonna get into that.
I'm just saying, though, I've noticed this shit before.
No, I know. That's a sensitive subject to a lot of people.
It's a sensitive subject, but people need to realize the truth and the difference between the two. I mean, for instance, I get people telling me all the time.
No, but that's your opinion. That doesn't mean it's the truth.
I've done the research, and that's why I know
footage?
I know it's a fact.
Oh, what's wrong with your shoe?
No, I'm not gonna hit it.
No, I'm saying, can you move so I can have leg space?
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, I'm not gonna get too deep into it though. But the problem is that everybody's seen. You know, and I know people who were there. You know, I know one guy's name's Eddie, and he's an older man around here. And if I talk to him, so if I meet him at the right time, I can go to a racetrack. He'll buy me a sandwich, and you know, we talk. You know, because he used to be homeless in New York apparently, and you know, I don't know what point between that and 9/11.
Oh, this Tomatito, the clown.
No,
that was just on my show.
You know, he's not on.
He was crying here because he was there.
I'm talking about an older man named Eddie, and
oh no, his name's not Eddie.
But what I'm saying though is that there's a lot of people who only believe the basic details because people in general believe whatever they see. Okay, for instance, right, and like Eddie, if he was here, he would agree with me on this part that right before 9/11 happened, which again, this was researched before I met him, and he further agreed. But they had people
tread lightly.
We had people who were in suits and weird. You know, masks and shit with briefcases, and they were going around doing random terrorized drills, right?
I didn't see it. I never heard of that. Man.
But when the buildings exploded, they exploded every other floor.
Netflix got the documentaries for all that.
That doesn't mean that they're being true. The government has a thing for fucking its people over.
I mean, but any type of rumors, they would have mentioned it.
But there's no guarantee that it would be in the next
Let's move on from this.
You know? But I'm just saying it's a little odd that a plane randomly hits a building and then explodes every other.
Horrible, man.
But I mean, it is.
Where were you at?
I don't remember. I really don't remember that far back.
No, because if I was in 6th grade, you were in 5th grade. The
problem is, though, is with 9/11 is that, okay, a plane hits. Why is every...
Where were you at in 5th grade?
I don't remember. I think Florida somewhere. I don't remember.
Listen, I love you.
It's just that... I'm going to finish it on this then.
Shit!
If a building hits if a plane hits a building...
God damn it!
Why is there an explosion on every other floor as if somebody placed it there? I find that to be very strange. Now, everybody can have their own opinions.
What would you say?
I'm just saying, though, if you look at the footage, and this was proven thereafter, too, based on investigations, that they say a plane hit it, but then an explosion happened every other floor, which is a little strange. If a plane really hits that building, it won't explode at every other floor. But, okay, planes...
I never heard about no explosion on the floor.
The underneath. Pedestrians, though,
that's likely. That's a big ass plane.
Like the big planes,
could have hit both floors at the same time.
They carry the people. They can't have the chemical fuel. They could burn those big steel pillars, and I mean, military just can have those.
Shit, fuel was coming down.
But but still, though, there is no way possible that fuel that it had enough chemical in it to melt thick steel bars like that. Yes, a military jet. You know, like Raptors, Hawks, or whatever the names they got for these things. Yes, that chemical fuel is used in military jets.
I don't think it would have
primarily for speed, though.
You're talking about an explosion underneath the towers?
I'm talking about the explosion on every other floor. It
okay,
didn't.
Fuck it, let's move on.
It didn't just hit
Let's move on.
one thing though.
I know. Let's move on.
I
know what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I mean, if you want, that's fine. But
it's sensitive.
Of course, it's gonna be sensitive. I mean,
let's talk about the
Paul Walker is a sensitive subject.
The sacrifice.
But he's a huge ass.
Listen. Yeah. Listen. The sacrifices. Why did they sacrifice? You think?
I mean, it's kind of along the lines of voodoo in certain tribes where...
Yeah, it must be voodoo.
People... Well, not always voodoo itself. I mean, sometimes it's just a tribal thing where, like back in the day, like for instance, in the First Testament of the Bible, people used to use animals as a tribal sacrifice before Jesus died.
They used chihuahuas. Did you know that?
I didn't, but I mean,
I swear to God,
the more common animals are goats and sheep and stuff like that. And they used to, and the reason why the Satanists have that head, the goat head, is because back then in the day, back before Jesus became a thing, they would cut them from the throat to the stomach and put them in front of the walkway of the church, and people would have to walk over them. So the goat head is a signification of the goats that were sacrificed. And they use that symbol back from Old Testament.
God damn.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that when Jesus came, he's considered the lamb because he was sacrificed to basically be the one sacrifice that's ever needed again. You know what I mean?
You know what I just thought about? Why do you have such a problem with sex?
I don't have a problem with sex. I have a problem with people abusing people for sex. It's stupid. I mean,
what do you mean abusing people?
Everybody has sexual urges to an extent, whether you want to admit it or not. But when, like, for instance, the club, you got all these dudes that are going to these clubs.
I got sexual urges every fucking
day. Well, yeah,
I
have plenty of urges too. But when you have to go to a club to search for women, and then most of these dudes can't take the word no. They take them there, and a lot of them are also taken by girlfriends or wives or whatever.
What do you whack
off? So they already. What I'm saying is
off right there in the black.
Is that they already have. You know,
it's all right.
They already have wives and girlfriends, you know, and most of them are already taken. But yet they go behind their backs with other women, you know, and then they want to get mad when they get caught at it. And it's like when you let an urge take you over, whether it's sex or anything else, that's that's just.
Sorry about that.
Sorry
about that.
It's just that I think that it makes a person or could make a person bad. For instance, we have a shit ton of rapists, and a lot of these rapists fuel from the sex itself, and then they can't stop themselves. So a man can start by going, "Oh, it's just sex. I'm just gonna take what's available and be fine." What ends up happening is that most men end up becoming rapists, and women too. There are a lot of women who do it too. People don't want to go about that, but that's a huge thing in America, especially in America. But, I mean, it's nasty. I mean, either way, whether it's the women going, "I'm beautiful," and showing off, their body in the club and then complaining about the attention they get later, it's the same basic thing. It doesn't matter how you do it. Some women will go to clubs to get drinks by using their body, and then they'll leave.
Do you play pool?
I used to. I don't play it very much. I was never really good at it. My dad, when he was alive, he used to teach me. I mean, on and off. And if I was with him, I'd play with him.
So do you go to the bars and play pool?
I rarely ever go to bars. When I do go to them, sometimes I'll play the juice box, play some music, or I might do pool something, or arcade if they have it, yeah. But
you just like walking around the place.
I don't like going to clubs and bars. It's just a bad experience. Like,
what's a bad experience? Tell me that you have.
I mean, for one, being around the alcohol is bad enough, and then I see the bullshit people do on a daily basis.
Tree trunk growing out of the side of your...
And it's like, I don't want to deal with the people as it is. It's bad enough having to see these people so irresponsible and dumb every day, doing stupid things and not thinking about what they're doing. And then you got to see them in the club being more stupid than usual, and then the guys are just trying to hump whatever the fuck they can get their hands on, and then the girls are no better. I mean, when it comes down to it, again, when the girls say, "I want to be beautiful," but they abuse their rights as women by using their sexuality as women to get
as a weapon.
Well, sometimes not all women do it. Some women just want to flirt and have a good time. Some women do it to get money and to get drinks, and then they'll try to run off. Some women are very violent, and some of them do end up getting hurt because of it. And no matter how you look at it, women and mid, both of them need to stop and chill. It's like
quit the shit. Just quit the shits.
I'm around people daily, and it really, really irritates me when I have to watch somebody go, oh, I want change in the world, or oh, I believe in God, you know, with that for instance, then they go to church on a Sunday, and then Sunday night they're off at the club twerking. It's the same thing with the women begging for women's rights and then going, oh, I'm going to go twerk to a womanizing song with my tits hanging out. It's like, well, what did you expect?
You twerking in front of you?
If you can't respect your body, then how do you expect anybody else to respect your body? I mean, sure, everybody loves to see a woman dress up nice.
I'm with you on that.
But
women showing their nasty ass,
women are always complaining about equality and feminism, and then they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go dress up and be beautiful. It's like, sure, showing off your body, I do believe that nudity is a form of romance, guaranteed. It's been that way for a long time, and it's an art. But when you take that and you go, I'm beautiful, and they go to a club, which is a bad setting, they know what's going to happen. It's like the zebra watching his ancestors get killed, and then the zebra's like, okay, hey, lions, how you doing? Don't eat me. Oh, you tried to eat me, you have no self-control. It's an instinct. But by the end of the day, our instinct is very simple and boring. Our jobs is to mate and have kids.
Have you ever squished a bee? Have you ever killed an animal?
Yeah. Oh no! Animal protection's gonna come here.
What animal?
Oh god! I mean, rabbits. I mean, you know, you let
out
snares,
like hunting rabbits,
traps. I mean, I've killed other animals in the past. I try not to kill.
But out of anger, though.
Out of survival. I mean,
out of survival, bruh.
Survival can get kind of angry, especially.
Where the fuck were you trying to survive that you had to kill fucking animals?
Deep woods. We buy the animals that are killed from the store. It's not much different.
Okay, but a fucking animal in the woods, what did you do, man?
Everything from snares and traps. Snares are good for catching birds.
The fucking snares?
Snares is basically a bird trap. You make it and it snares the bird. Usually with a...
Have you done that?
Yeah, it's a little harder to make, but basically...
So you caught a bird?
The
bird
you do with the bird comes and grabs the food, and then
what did you do with the bird?
Fucking killed it and cooked it.
How did you fucking kill it? You skinned it?
You had to skin, defeather, fucking...
So tell me the process of it, like...
I haven't done it in a while, but the whole process is basically, you know, you catch it. I mean, you know, if you successfully catch it, snares can be a bit harder because the birds, they come down and they can fly off. If they, you know, whether it's purposeful or accidental, some birds do get away. It's better to fish or hunt physically without birds.
So you just slice it and take the meat out of it?
I mean, basically, and if you clean off the bones...
And what do? You boil it and grill it?
You could do either, or you can rotisserie, you know, grill style, you know...
What type of bird?
Like a spit... Anything,
just
really.
The freest bird that you could see, the red cardinal. That one?
Whatever bird that comes down and is dumb enough to fucking get trapped is good enough to eat. I mean, hell, even seagulls can technically be eaten, but they're more of a... I mean, vultures, too. It's just that...
what other animals besides birds?
They're more trash
snares
eaters.
And what?
It won't be. I mean, like, okay, so certain traps can catch anything from your rabbits to your raccoons to. I mean, hell.
What have you cooked? The raccoon?
Even rats and mice can be eaten.
The raccoon?
I have in the past. It's just that
you cooked the raccoon in the past.
You can. Again, most of the time when you're cooking, you don't have pots and pans and grills. You make your own a fire pit.
There you go, talking Boar again. That's his word.
And
word language.
You basically have to spear it through the body, and you could put it and roast it. Some people will skin it first, others won't. The first thing you want to get rid of is the head, because, you know, nobody likes looking into the eyes of an animal. I don't like it. So
that's fucking sad.
I got to get the head off. I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. The idea of having to fight off and potentially kill a human being doesn't bother me nearly as bad as having to kill an animal.
Why?
Humans are disgusting motherfuckers. Most humans don't give a fuck about each other. They don't care. I mean, we look at modern America and we see how people treat each other. They don't treat each other like human beings.
But how do you know that? How do you know they don't care
I see it every day, though. I mean, like, and I've been in plenty of fights where it's gotten to the point where I have to fight myself off because I don't want to have to kill people. The idea of it, I mean, I can do it. I mean, it's not like I don't, that I can't. I just don't want to, I'm trying to be a good person. And the same thing goes whether it's sex or that or anything else. If you allow your brain
Jesus,
to
you gotta relax.
You tell you
you can't do that
like that. To tell you, like, it's like, hey, you've already beaten this guy down. He was gonna try to kill you. Just
if he's trying to, like, if he's trying
I'm not just gonna walk up and kill somebody unless they deserve it. Yeah. I'm not like that. I'm not that stupid. But still, I mean, even if they deserve it, it's, it's basically,
Boar language.
and your brain's telling you do it because it's in our nature. We are built to be fighters. That's how our bodies are. So the first thing is your instinct, which is kill this man. And then it's like, I really, really want to, but if I do it, then that could lead to more problems down the road, which is like, it'll feel great probably doing it. Sure, let out your anger on this motherfucker that deserves it, but if you do it, then you're becoming another one of them. It's kind of like how Batman does his thing in the Batman series.
But you can't do that.
He has a saying.
You can't live like that.
But he has a saying though. If you kill one murderer, you become a murderer, basically. And that's the same idea. And that's the reason why I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much I enjoy sticking my foot up some people's asses, especially when, when they deserve it, and I gotta fight them off. It feels really satisfying to beat the shit out of somebody, especially if they deserve it. But when your brain tells you, in this man's life, you know what I mean? You're an animal, that's an animal.
But if you have mental problems...
But what I'm saying, though, is that your brain's telling you...
No, but if you have mental problems...
the thing is what I'm saying, though...
listen to what your brain is telling you
we all have problems, though. We all scientifically have been proven to be crazy to some extent in our own way. Some people are not as crazy as others. It just all depends. But when your brain, even if you don't feel like you have problems and your brain's telling you, because it's in our instinctive nature to want to fight. Like back when we were cavemen, we fought. That's how we are. That's how we are now. So whether it's, hey, I want to fuck this bitch, to I want to kill this, bitch.
Okay, but let's talk something positive.
You have to be able to control yourself. And that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. When you give into those instincts, you become your instincts, and you're not who you are. I mean, at that point, and you become whatever your habit you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to freak anybody out, but I'm just being realistic, though. You know what I mean? That's how I am. And that's the reason why I said what I said about
orcas.
They're a real killer.
But do you like orcas?
I mean, like...
Do you like, what do you think about them being in SeaWorld?
Well, I mean...
Jesus Christ.
I liked my ex, and she was pretty nice. I met her at SeaWorld. Whale joke. So does this make me a serial killer if I eat cereal?
Where were you born at?
Earth.
No, were you born like Mississippi or something?
My mom's vagina.
No, I'm saying, where? Like, where you?
Florida.
Huh?
Florida.
Oh, she's from Florida, like, because I'm from Miami.
On the birth certificate, it says Florida.
Oh, it doesn't say, like...
Ocala, but I never lived there, as far as I remember.
Oh, so you're born, that's where you're born?
So was a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's not a fucking sandwich.
Do you put it in your mouth?
So then, you were homeless in where was this? In here? It was just here in Florida? Or was it anywhere else?
It's been on and off, like, I mean... sorry, I've been in other parts, not just Florida, like I was in Portland, Maine for a while.
Yeah.
But not for that long. I mean, it got real crazy in Portland, Maine. Real fucking bad. And Florida's not all that great either, but this area is much nicer. So,
He's talking Boar.
Sorry. Well, I'm talking Boar because you're a Boar and me.
Because I have to use the bathroom. What do you mean? Here we go.
Hey, no, he kept talking about boars. I had to make something back.
I'm going to use the bathroom because I'm drinking this big-ass beer.
Yeah.
You're boring me to death. Man.
Fucking, Pornhub and behind the tree, No,
because I'm trying to see where the fuck, like, where you were born at.
I told you, Ocala, Florida, but I never lived there that I know of. I mean, but it's on the birth certificate. I have to get my birth certificate replaced, but back when I had
Puerto Rico, that's what I'm saying.
You a Rican. Yeah, but, sorry. Let's see here. I don't know, I mean, I was homeless in Portland, Maine for a while.
Where is that? What's Portland, Maine?
Okay, on the map. So you know where New York is at, basically? Like you know how you have the United States, and then at the bottom is Florida? Well, if you follow that Florida line all the way at the top of the United States map, you'll see a spot way up there at the top of the opposite end.
Yeah.
Way above Florida is Maine. And it's, yeah,
snows there?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't get to see much snow while I was there. But you know how you got Florida and it goes all the way up?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Portland, Maine. I was there for not too long, but I was there long enough. And yeah, it got real bad. And I'm really glad I'm not there anymore. Dude, I had somebody try to burn me alive one time in my sleep when I was up there. I know
burn you alive?
I know that because, first of all, wool is a natural resistance to fire. And at the time, that's all I had was a wool blanket. So me and my girl that I was dating in Portland, Maine, she was on top of me, and we were laying together because we didn't have enough blankets, so we would get each other warm like that. We had it on. And then I remember, getting cold, and then we went to bed with it on. I woke up with the blanket gone. And then I woke up the next day after going back to sleep. I said, well, fuck it. I'll just keep you warm. I'm warm enough. I'll deal with it.
Oh, she was still there, your girl?
Yeah, she was there, but somebody came up and took that blanket off of us because we had it when we went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and then there was nothing but beer cans circled around us, squished up beer cans. And then you can see the beer line. You can see the beer line, right, in a circle. But beer is mostly water. You can't light beer very easily. Somebody didn't use their brain, but somebody did want us dead. And a lot of people didn't like me because...
But did they try to light that on fire?
Yeah, you can...
How do you know?
You can smell it. Beer is mostly water. You can't just light it on fire that easily.
They didn't light that on fire.
Beer is harder to light on fire because it's mostly water.
But they didn't use that to light it.
I know they did because those cans weren't there when... Those cans weren't there whenever I first went to bed. Yeah. When I woke up after the whole blanket incident, because the blanket incident happened midnight. I mean, well, not midnight, but midnight, morning was still dark, and we were just too tired to give a shit. So I basically let her use my jacket, went to sleep. In the morning, I saw all these beer cans that weren't there, and basically a circular motion, scattered but more circular. And then I looked, and you could still see, because at night, you know how dew in the Florida is, it's worse up there. So it keeps things wet. That's why that circle was still visible. It didn't dry up. And you could smell the, burning of, or the attempt to, or, basically, it's like how you light something. Like a stick or something.
Man, bro, so they tried to light
and
it
it burns, but...
Did you catch... Do you know who the fuck what that was?
Whoever it was left, but the problem was is that beer is mostly water, so it's not an easy conductor. You can light...
That's crazy. Where was that, in Orlando?
No, it was in Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine?
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like me because she, of course, was older than me, but she didn't... Fuck.
Your leg... Oh, you keep your legs straight?
She didn't like a lot of those dudes out there because... I'm not gonna knock it out. That's why I put it over here.
I just don't want you when you take it off.
No, I'm not. But that's why I moved it over here. But the problem is that a lot of those dudes she didn't like because they didn't treat her very well. They knew that she had just freshly become homeless and had a lot of valuable stuff. I seen the tags on some of her dresses. She used to be a rich person. Had like $500 tag on one dress, $600 on a pair of shoes, like her heels and shit. And I've seen her. But okay, so like she either had a lot of money at one point and then maybe got screwed over somehow or whatever the hell happened, it happened. So I had just came into the area and then I met her. She's older than me, but I said, okay, you want help living out here? I'll help you. You're used to being rich. I'm used to being out here. Rich and poor. We were good. I helped her out. But it's just that a lot of the dudes didn't care. They just wanted her for what she had, not for who she was. So the first week I was there, we ended up dating. She liked me. I'm like, okay. I mean, we're homeless together now. We might as well date. I mean, whatever, right? And it didn't last very long, but we did. And then there was a lot of dudes who didn't like me. So basically, there were these dudes who were trying to get with her for a couple of years now. And then the first week I come there, she wants to date me. So that could have been one of those guys, maybe, we were just jealous and decided, hey, let's get rid of him. I mean, that area was real crazy. Really, really crazy. And then there was a lot of crazy people over there that were just out of their mind. Like, worse than the people that you normally deal with on the shows. I mean, they were completely bad. Yeah, way worse than this.
Oh, no, but I don't have people that are, like, evil.
What I'm saying is that...
I've had one.
Is that they'll come to you
Corey
nice.
Solomon.
Yeah. But they'll come to you nice, and then they'll wait for the perfect time.
No, he was completely psycho, this guy.
What I'm saying is that I know people in Portland, Maine,
evil, man,
who are, they'll come to you all nice, but they're crazy, and they're always planning something. And what happens is that when you least expect it, they're ready to strike, and that's what some of these people are. In Portland, Maine, they're real nice, and they tried it with me. I noticed it right away
God.
because I could see in their eyes, I can feel the vibes going off of people.
Yeah, they're fucking sketchy.
Like, they come up, and then they're real nice, and they seem like your nice next-door neighbor, which a lot of those end up being the pedophiles that you see on the news.
You gotta be careful with people like that.
But I know that. But they come up to me like, hey, let's be friends, and I'm just like...
Oh, fucking itchy.
I'm just like, no. You are engulfed in this nasty vibe, and it's suffocating me. It's like, I can feel vibes, like, when I'm like a cat. Whenever there's danger in the area, my hair starts standing up. And it happens all the time. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's just like, my mom originally didn't believe me at first back when I used to live with her. Yeah. Somebody became one of her friends. She didn't notice it right away, because she's, back in the day, she would have drinks. So her brain wasn't always there in the right place. Well, one of the dudes she brought home, and instantly, and so I told her, and then he ended up being, a felon for rape and stuff like that, and apparently, God. All of that, I noticed it, and he was planning to make a move, but I'm usually up all night. So I'm the guy who sits on the couch quietly on my phone. He doesn't know that I'm there.
Just thinking.
And I'm just secretly watching him, just watching, and this is how this is how I figured out that he was doing something. I've confirmed it finally, and I secretly filmed him. He didn't know I was out. So he's sitting there, sleeping with her originally, and then he came out and started, doing weird stuff on his phone, and I got footage of it, and that's when I told her.
FBI, it's the sexy homeless.
It's the same thing with Orlando back in my campsite. I had people taking crap from my camp. And homeless do that in Orlando. They want what's yours without having to earn it. And I used to have my full camouflage at one point, so I used to get full camouflaged on. And
Rambo.
I had bandanas and everything, and I would literally
militia.
I would literally cut eye holes in a banana tied around my face so they couldn't see me.
banana.
And then I would hide in the bushes and film them.
In a banana split.
Well, I would literally hide in the bushes and wait for these dickheads to come because they know that I go out at night. So they'll come in at night and grab whatever, then they leave. Well,
you seen them do that before?
I've caught people doing that because people know.
You're watching them? And you're watching them?
People know that I have a lot of stuff.
And you're watching them.
But when things start...
And you're still watching them.
When shit starts to go missing...
Please tell me.
I start...
Please tell me.
Like, if you want to catch somebody, you know what I mean? Like in the woods, a lot of grass. So I still have my camo, so I'll put it all on. And then I'll sit in the bushes and wait for them. And sometimes they catch them, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just don't want to come out that night and I have to do it again. And then I'll keep doing it during the night, and I'll have my girl go out there. Well, I'll have my girl go out there and do what the girl was dating at the time, because when they see her out there, they know that I'm around, because I move around. She stays in one spot because of the wheelchair. I'm always around doing something, whether it's hiding and doing scare tactics or whatever at the time.
Scare tactics. That's a TV show.
I'm always doing something, so they know that if she's there, I'm usually around. I don't like to leave her alone, because how people are. So then they'll go into the woods, and I've caught plenty of people doing it. And people know that I carry, and so they won't touch me when I'm awake, or if they know that I'm there, they're not going to do anything. So it'll get to the point...
That's how you gave me a lass. No, you
well, you
didn't even put this on, right?
Well, I put it on once, but it didn't fit me, and I don't have lice. I have a dirty scalp from, being outside, but I don't have lice, it's dirt.
No, dude.
I
disinfected this before.
I've caught plenty of people trying that crap. It's really funny how they'll go from I'm badass to oh my god I'm so sorry. So you're not sorry, I mean you went into my campsite assuming I wouldn't catch you because they didn't think I was going to be there.
Damn.
But that's how the homeless are in downtown. All they do is just beg and beg and beg to get their drug money. Whatever else they want, they'll just steal it from you. In Orlando,
do you think that there's aliens amongst us on Earth?
I mean, there's no saying they can't be. And the old saying about entertain people because they could be angels. Well, I've actually had this happen here once.
I never heard that saying.
I had this happen to me once since I've been here, and this happened actually about a month or two ago. Okay, so they're doing construction by that one place. It's going to be a spa, that building. Yeah. And there's a porta potty there that I use a lot because at night bathrooms are convenient. When none of the bathrooms are open, it's there, and it's right next to where I sleep. So I go. But there was one time when I was running an errand and I had to do an emergency run. Mm-hmm. So I went to use the bathroom. And then there was a dude there. And so that building, how long it can be? Mm-hmm. When somebody first turns the corner, even if you're running, I'm naturally a fast walker. That building under construction that's by that porta potty, that blue porta potty out there.
This whole time I wasn't breathing because you were talking my way.
But over there by Popeyes. I know
what you mean, yeah.
Over there by Popeyes.
God damn, bro.
And the porta potty, and then there's that spa building under construction. Well, that building is long this way. Mm-hmm. I would have seen them going around the next corner if they were still there. I seen them, they turn the corner, and then I speed over because I got to go to the porta potty anyway. And then, yeah, they're gone. Which is really funny because, you know, I've never seen that person in my whole life. Since I've been here for the past over a year, maybe now. Maybe. And never once have I seen that person. And all of a sudden, he's there and gone. Same thing happened in Orlando with my ex when we were together. And we were making jewelry. You know, you've seen my jewelry before, but I was making jewelry. You know, rosaries, necklaces, and whatnot. And some guy came up to go get buy one of my bracelets. Or necklaces. And sometimes the fishing line doesn't tie properly. And then it comes off. Well, I'm like, well, hold on, let me redo this. It's only take a few seconds. And then he just hands me the money. And then I'm like, hold on. So I just tied it. So I got up. And I went to go speed walk to go get him. And then they were having events. And you know how Orlando has random events where they put gates up on the history area and all that to make room for the beer testing and whatever party they're throwing. So it was one of those events where he couldn't just cut across the history park, or Gator Park as they call it. Because all that's gated off for their events, for their extra money sales and all that. So
you always gotta do Gator Park.
So he
Gator Park. He didn't have
enough room.
Look at a tattoo of you doing this.
He didn't have enough room to just cut a corner and go through a park. He had to go straight and then go around the gates. I would have seen him, which is weird because this guy again randomly disappears. This guy disappears out of nowhere, and he goes, "Here, just keep the money." I tried, and I just got in. I was trying to tie it while I was walking, and I was making sure that it was tight before I handed it to him. I did this, looked up, and gone. And I'm just saying, you know, I mean, and whether they're aliens,
the
I mean,
motherfucker tied his shoe. Did you look down?
Here's the thing, though, with aliens, though, aliens are just creatures that
like, what are you?
That
my shoe. Oh,
that we don't yet understand. Aliens are literally people or creatures that we don't understand yet. So, I mean, for all we know, aliens could be angels and wingless angels in their own format, and we don't know it, you know, because we don't understand. Our brains can't understand so much at once. So aliens are I mean, possibly could be angels.
Can you put this fucking blade has been making me nervous? Can you just leave that there?
Why? It's my blade.
Because it's been making me nervous the whole time. You have a blade like, man, I'm tired of you, Mike. Ah!
I don't need a blade when I got big hands.
Just
should I twist them off and put them over on the table?
Man.
You know, I can pop my hands off.
Oh,
real
you
quick.
Got everything. You got your tip jar. You bought your own food, or somebody bought it?
I bought that earlier. Sometimes people buy.
I'll give it back to you. You got it.
Oh no, I know you.
I know your knee hurts, so you can't. Not that fast.
Oh, I mean again, I got big hands. It's fine. It's, you know,
well, you're fine. You're not in danger in here.
No, I know I'm not.
So you fucking crazy.
I only had that on top of my stuff because of all that banging outside.
Voices in my head.
While you were inside doing whatever you were doing, I was over here, and that's when all that booming happened. And so I pulled it and put it on top of my stuff. I don't like to be around.
I heard something boom and on top of my stuff.
It ended up being fireworks, but when that booming first happened.
Boom?
Yeah, when that boom happened, I pulled the blade and put it on top of my stuff just in case something did happen.
Well, some boom happened here?
When you were inside, and it ended up being...
Oh, but those are fireworks.
That's what I'm saying. It ended up being fireworks. But when I first heard the booms, they were just boom, 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 boom. So
was it on camera?
No, it was outside somewhere. I don't know.
No, but did it happen on camera, motherfucker? Was the camera recording when it happened?
I don't think so, because you didn't hit the record button yet. You were inside.
I'm fucking with
and we were setting up for a little video, I'm just saying that's the only reason that was up here and not the bottom of my bucket. You know, because I mean we're in the backyard. I mean, you know, we do got crazy people. You never know where they'll pop up at. And I'm just saying with this open and you were in there.
Where the papa? Where the papa at?
Where you know
where the
what
papa?
I mean? They just come in the back.
Where the papa at?
You know, and you never know. You know who could pop out of nowhere.
Who could have pop out of nowhere?
And when you're dealing with
anybody
people,
pop out of nowhere, I go, who the papa?
When you're
papa.
When you're dealing with people and you have dealt with people in the past that can be like that,
hey,
it's better to be prepared just in case.
The bathroom again.
We can still run it.
No, go ahead, man. Run the show. You running it? You're running it, man. Alright, man.
They should
run the show.
They should want to know more about Mike anyway. And this is Mike's life outside of the set.
Oh, I know. They had enough of me. They want to see my guests. You're the star.
The guest, little pee-pee. Yeah, got him. It's like Pepe. It's like, what did the Frenchman give his fiancée for their anniversary? His pee-pee. Or his wee wee. Well, almost. I was gonna say what? It's like bibbidi bobbidi boo. But aliens are really just a label that labels things that we don't understand.
Enough about aliens. Enough about aliens, man. Shit.
You're the one that wants to bring up aliens all the time.
I know. No, all right.
Mike's invisible.
So what's your favorite number?
I don't know.
Favorite color?
Blue, black, white, I guess.
Oh, hell. White? That's not a color, man. That's a shade.
White is all color and black is the absence of color.
Why is my... Bro, you gave me lice.
Not.
You're right there. Hungry Howie.
Hungry Hitler, do your favorite pizza?
Where's your right hand? Oh, you just resting it on your... You're on the phone?
Yeah, she's still there.
No, she's not.
She's there.
What's her name?
Yuri.
Tell her to say something now.
Y-U-R-I.
Tell her to say something.
Even if she says something, it's in my ear.
So you repeat out loud what she's saying.
I've been doing that.
Okay, so you... No, what do you mean you've been doing that?
When she talked about the whole joke about you filming a porno, and that's why I said it, because she said
Oh, but that's the only thing. All right, something else. Tell her to say something else. Say something else.
Oh. So what kind of questions do you have?
For her? Okay, is it cold or hot? Go ahead, where she's at.
Is it cold or hot? Where you're at?
Oh, I heard somebody in there.
She said cold.
Oh, I heard somebody, man. So you're not crazy, man. You have somebody in your ear.
There's somebody in my ass.
This motherfucker got somebody in his ear.
There's somebody in my ass and that plays a trumpet every time I eat a bean burrito.
What she said, is it hot or cold?
Boom, boom. She said cold.
Oh, it's cold? Alright, that's cool.
Whip.
What's your favorite reptile that you wish you had, that you could keep it in a tank?
I don't know about a tank.
I want an iguana.
But I'd like a snake. Boa.
You like a snake? I ain't like you.
She wants to know if you failed history or science. And science.
If I failed history or science?
Yeah, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so.
I failed everything. To her, I failed everything.
God damn.
I failed everything!
Because he's gay.
Listen, what, here we go.
Yeah, she said,
Alright, that's enough out of you. Hey.
That explains
We asked you one question. That's enough out of you. Shush it.
Stealing movie references. He's over here stealing.
Bleepity blah, all I hear is beep, 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 beep,
He's
beep,
trying
beep.
to steal, freaking, references from,
okay, sorry. Sorry
what the hell's his name? Oh my god, what was that one movie, where he goes, are you thirsty,
Basquiat.
baby?
Do you know about Basquiat?
I don't know these names. What was that one movie called with the guy, and he was asking, do I make you thirsty?
It was
a James Bond skit. Austin Powers, by the way, is the one I was thinking of.
Oh, Austin Powers?
Yeah, that one. I heard you making references.
No, I didn't make no Austin Powers reference.
You're like, shush.
Shush? Oh, he does that?
Well, the number one, Dr. Evil, he's always doing things like, I got a big bag of shush with your name on it. He's like, shush. This dude's got the weirdest hairstyle, man. What's up with
That's
that?
David Bowie, man.
I never know this guy right here, right?
That's he's playing
He has some weird ass hair. Gary, damn, that man's old.
He's playing Andy Dick. No.
His head looked like a dick.
No, Andy Warhol. Yeah, Andy Warhol is a famous painter in New York.
With every group of white guys, you have that one black dude.
So he's the one that he was a street artist, and they hired him to sell his paintings, but he died off a heroin overdose.
I'm just saying that like most movies have that one black dude.
He was addicted to heroin.
Seems weird. No. I mean that sounds like a good movie, but I'm saying a lot of movies in general, like
okay,
like
we
Star
get it all
Wars.
right.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah. What about
how they only had one technical black dude throughout the whole series that was a Jedi, and then they had one at the end.
Oh, that's Samuel Jackson.
That was I'm saying that he was there, but
move away from the race.
He died though.
Move away from the racy stuff.
No NASCAR talk. No NASCAR talk. Because you don't want to be racist.
Is she fat? Is she fat or skinny?
Pleasantly,
she's fat.
None of your business.
She's fat. Ah! No, I'm not fat shaming. I'm not weight shaming.
Guys like something to hold at night.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
At least girls.
I'm not saying my wife is skinny.
Girls with meat on their bones are gonna last longer than these twigs we call models.
I have a confession. I'm an alien, and you have been you're in a UFO right now.
Mike thought.
What's your favorite wrestler?
What
the fuck? Make that ugly face.
I guess Kane and
Rey
Mysterio.
That booty face. Booty face.
At least my breath don't smell like that.
No, but why would I ask you your favorite wrestler? Why you?
I don't really like
you
wrestling.
Made a wrestler mouth.
I don't really like
booty face.
I don't really like that wrestling. I mean, because a lot of it's planned. I prefer UFC other than the actual wrestling. But
what's your favorite UFC?
I like out of WWE crap or F or whatever they call it. I like Kane, Undertaker, and Rey Mysterio. I guess. I mean, they're okay because they do play some of the games.
Who's that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y Mysterio. Here we go. Something that's out, but back down from the top, but it back down.
So he's got a new theme song then. Because I remember the old ones that he used to have. And it didn't sound like that. That was weird. But it's all scripted anyway.
Yeah, that joke. Don't tell her I didn't forget about that joke. What did you fail science or history? Oh, I didn't pass any. Oh, I can tell. Fuck you for that. Fuck you.
No.
Fuck yourself.
She wouldn't want to. No. Wrestling is just porn, you know.
Oh, so what's your Rey Mysterio? My favorite wrestler would be...
Oh, well, Kane, Rey Mysterio, and Undertaker, I think, are equally matched in my book for favorite.
Who?
Undertaker, Kane, and Rey Mysterio are all kind of equal.
Stone Cold.
Well, Stone Cold is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that's
I almost forgot about him, but then you have...
What the fuck you did? Drums.
But you have those older people like Kevin Hart.
The fuck did Kevin Hart have anything to do with wrestling?
And then you have... and then you have the Giant.
What is your favorite... What is your favorite sport?
It used to be soccer.
But you can't kick a fucking beer can if it was on the ground. What are you talking about soccer, boy?
I can't drink. I can't kick the beer can if you're drinking the can. Like so.
Beer is good. You want to try?
Nope.
Why? Because what does beer do to your brain?
Over time it fries it, and I hear boars outside. I mean...
That's not boars, you crazy. That's the fucking frogs, man.
Maybe they're playing Frogger outside.
The boars?
I mean, for frogs.
No, the boars... never mind. You're losing me with your comment. You're losing me.
He's losing himself.
A shush.
With beer.
I have a pipe of a shush. You want to smoke?
I'm always smoking. I don't get smoke.
So what do you think about mushrooms? Would you ever take mushrooms?
If they're from the store. If they're from the store, I'll buy them and eat them.
That's a baby answer.
I mean, shrooms,
never.
No.
We never try a joint. You will never try a joint for as long as you live.
I don't eat shrooms, but I will eat mushrooms from the store.
For as long as you live. What about on New Year's? Do you want to try a joint? We could do a video.
Nope.
Nah. Boring.
Boring, but it's fine.
Boring guy.
I'm cool with that.
I don't want to do... No, I'm just kidding.
I don't mind being bored.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm a baby boo-boo. Victim me. I'm a victim. Because I don't want to smoke. I'm a boo-boo.
Holy shit, my phone's almost dead.
You can plug it in your ass.
I gotta. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Since you fired up.
Switch it while we're on here.
What, your ass?
I'm gonna call you right back. I gotta switch out my phone battery.
Bye, FBI.
But I'm just gonna switch it while we're. Oh, wrong button. Or wrong device.
Was 8 times 8.
Yeah.
Too late.
I always carry spare battery with me. This works out. Oh, yeah, and then I'll call you right back.
Never called you. Never call you again. Oh, you unplugged? Oh.
Where the Ford was dead.
What does she say in your ear? She's not saying nothing?
I'm turning it on.
No, I'm saying she's not saying nothing when I say something?
Sometimes. I just can't remember all of it. Or to hear everything.
Why is she sounding so rude? She's not rude?
She's not rude.
Oh.
She's trying to be a part of it in her own way.
Yeah.
But she likes to.
She doesn't know who I am either.
She doesn't like to talk to other people anyway.
Give a fuck!
That's why she's talking to me and then the earphone. And instead of, if I didn't have the headphone in, she probably wouldn't be talking nearly as much.
Gunshots popping off in the hood, you know what I'm saying? You heard that?
This isn't really a hood, but whatever.
Well, you're in the hood! Everything is good when you're in the hood. You wish you could. You want me to do a freestyle?
Well, you said you wanted to originally.
Alright, then I will.
I mean, you might as well. Just don't turn it up too loud.
Are you just crying about it? So
No, I wasn't crying about it.
I'm gonna give you what you need.
It's supposed to be your show.
We're gonna pick the beat, and then whenever it's ready, here we go. Shut up. Shh.
So what are we doing now?
Well, the fuck you did that. Easy with your wrestler or your favorite wrestler looks, buddy.
Andre the Giant.
Okay, Andre. The Giant.
Andreas.
The giant feet.
The giant dick.
That'll be your fucking super move. Giant foot.
Giant dick.
Okay! Do the beatboxing. Come on.
Well, would that be good?
Yeah. Shit, I'm warming up. I need some more bass on that.
My mustache fucking me up.
Yeah.
No, I remember that as it's crawling under my lip.
But you can do the...
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Come on, man. I gotta show you.
One more. Where the fuck is my tea? Hold on, I need to get something to drink so I can do this.
Oh, go ahead. Take your time. Relax. You don't want to cough up a lung.
I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be surprised.
Pickle, packer, pookle, pepper, people, pubba, poopy.
Peter sucked a peck of pickled peppers.
Come on, that boy did some DJ shit. No, do that. The one that you were just doing was fine. So fresh, so clean, if you know what I mean. Okay, I come in so fucking smooth. I show you how to fucking move. I get groovy, I get smoothie, and I'm smooth and I'm fruity like a smoothie. But I will give you a better taste, give you a better day. I'm the one, man. My fucking eyes gray. I'm blacking out. I'm overdosing off the love that I showed you off this fucking cloud. Jumping and I landed, and I do this one-handed. Looking at me, John Cena. Can't see ya in a beamer. Okay, Serena, she's moving like Serena. Hey, she's moving like Serena. Hey, she's moving like Serena. Okay, here I come and I'm about to get meaner. I was nice, but I'm about to ice cream ya. Put them in a scoop. Then okay, you're falling off beat, brother.
I'm not falling off beat. That's my mustache. It was good enough.
You did it. Yeah,
it was good enough.
Yeah, that was good. God damn, you can put your all into it. It's your turn.
Just ask my girl.
Your turn.
I'm not good at rap.
Yeah, try to, man. You listen to Eminem.
The problem is that I don't really.
No, I really. Yeah, come on. Let's give us one here.
It's hard to do with a beat, though.
Okay, all right.
It's hard to do with a beat. That's hard. I haven't done this in a while. Can I try it without the beat and see if I can do it better?
Okay.
It's the way my mind works. It's not you.
Okay.
You were doing a good beat. I'm not that great at rapping.
Let me go get the water. He getting the water. He getting the iced tea, boy.
Green tea's good
Green tea for ya. It's good. I got a beat. I got beats.
It's alright. It's not even that. It's just that the way my brain works is that usually if I don't write it down, I usually don't kind of fuck it up. So beats mess me up worse.
Holy fuck.
Alright. Oh, God, see, that's the problem, man. My brain can't even fucking compete it properly. If I had it down on paper...
another beat for me? I want to go on again. I want to go again. Just do something slower. You could do something...
what, like, for the rap?
You could do something jazzy. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. Oh, I'm in the metal hardware store. Oh, I'm in the metal hardware store. We squeaky shoes. A metal hardware. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Squeaky shoes. I'm getting my move on. Yeah, I go. Yeah, better move on. No hater. This shit about to motivate ya. I'm so high. You gon' need an elevator. Going up. Shit, we going up. Hey, I said my name cause I'm blowing up. Damien, he about to showing up. Hey, and the girl about to blow it up. Hey, blow, let it blow. Hey, blow, let it blow. These are definitely going in the top moments.
Blow up my
God
dick.
damn, at the end I realized, oh, I'm like, oh, we're in a moment right now.
Well, I'm usually better, like, I mean, honestly, if you really wanted me to do a freestyle, I can always write something out, then do it the next time we come. I'm saying, if you want me to do a freestyle, I'll write something
I'm sorry about that.
For Monday. Like, I'll do, I'll write something for Monday if you want. Or whenever you...
And a beat? On a beat?
Well, what I'm saying is that, I mean, honestly... When I do like freestyles of my own, I usually incorporate the beat in with the words anyway, so you kind of see it. The problem is I'm more of a poet, not so much a rapper. You know,
yeah.
So I mean, I have to write something out, but then like or whenever we do our next video, I'll be happy to do it if you want. I mean, I used to write music, I just haven't been writing it as much. So if it's not on paper, my brain can't comprehend it properly, and then when I do have something, I just instantly forget it. So I have to be able to write it down and incorporate something, but I can do it probably. I mean, I need something else to do anyway, so drawing all the time hurts my hand. But if I write some stuff out, it'll be good.
But on the beat, you think you could do it on a beat?
I don't usually use a beat. Sometimes if I'm listening to a song,
if the song is already made and the opening is open for you.
Well, what I'm saying is though,
and you just hear listening to it and the opening is
sometimes I hear a good song that I like, and then sometimes it sparks an interest for what I see.
If I do a song and then I leave a verse open for you,
I'm gonna write something down, and then I'll bring it in the next time.
Yo, it's sexy homeless, goddamn, about to own this, and y'all bitches better want this, and I motherfucking want this.
But I'll write something down,
and I got the block swarming.
I'll write
this
something
shit
down,
is alarming,
and then I'll bring it in on
your
Monday.
baby need Garmin. I don't need no apartment, cause I'm sleeping in the street where they want me. You know what I mean? Where they want me. Hit them in the hit them in the
Alcohol's a bad drug.
No, that's the Bronx talk, man. That's New York shit. So don't you ever disrespect the streets.
He's a saltine American, bro.
New York.
Them crackers.
New York. New York, man. Let's see you up close in person.
Mino el spico tortilla.
What do you want from me?
Yes.
What do you want from me? I'm just kidding.
To not drink.
Huh?
To not drink.
No. That's what they want from me?
Probably. I assumed that they wouldn't want their YouTuber to, like, die on them randomly because of all the alcohol.
I'm not gonna die, man. I exercise. I just haven't been exercising because,
He exercises taking a piss, eating chips, rolling joints, and drinking beer. it's a great workout.
Rep 1. Rep 2.
Basically, I mean, they have big kegs. It's like brace the power of the kegs.
Listen, man. I have a lot of cardio. This can work out a lot, bro. You can work out a whole fucking...
I can also put books in a
like, I build a whole Ford truck in somewhere in a Ford company. Raising this the way I do that.
Dumbbells.
That's not a dumbbell,
He's bending.
That's not a dumbbell.
He just bent down and did something weird and then came back up in the wrong direction.
That's a medicine cabinet.
The way
Have you ever been in a hospital?
The way you came up.
Have you ever been in a hospital? Because it's a lot of...
It's been a while.
There you go. You did that wrestler mouth again. Alright, that's the end of the show. Because we'll do something in a few... God damn, bro. His name is fucking Jose. It's castaway language.
It's like Wilson.
You're so hungry.
When he humped the volleyball in Family Guy.
So is there anything that you want to plug for, anything you want to plug?
Well, I mean, like, we're going to be, I guess, doing more shows.
No, but the merch.
Oh, the merch? I mean, I got something that I can show them.
No, don't show them, but, what was that, porn?
No.
Listen, that's the end of the show. Yeah, they already know the number. What's the number?
No, I'm telling you that.
That's enough. That's enough.
I have something important I want to show them. Here it is.
People are gonna keep bothering you. No. So, is there a message that you want to tell the people of the world?
I don't know. Be good humans.
Huh?
Be good humans.
Be good humans.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, it's boring. We can't make change if we don't do nothing about our problems.
Damn, I haven't let this fart out the whole time. Somewhere in there. But anyways,
there's more than a fart up there.
I have to let this fart release and the shit to ease. And I'm sorry if I had to say, please, that fucking horrible fucking ending. I was trying to make a rhyme.
Squeeze.
No.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Goddamn my throat. You see that I'm cooking soup.
Don't forget to swallow.
I'm cooking soup in my throat.
Spitters are quitters.
No, I was gonna make a rhyme, but fuck that.
Don't forget to swallow.
So if you could do anything, if you won the lottery, what would you do with your money immediately? What would you do?
Probably get an RV, and then the rest of it I'll probably put towards.
If you just had a lottery ticket, $1 million right now in your hand, and you could do.
Well, I'd probably get an RV because I need somewhere to stay anyway.
And what about me? You wouldn't take me with you somewhere? You say fuck you.
We can do.
Say,
I don't know. We could do these things on the RV and.
Oh, you leave, brother. You'll go. I'm going to Las Vegas and.
Well,
there's things I gotta do.
I don't believe in gambling anyway.
That's what you do. I'm going.
I'd probably build the woods up anyway. So if I had, I'd probably use the woods and.
You're leaving me, huh?
And build up. And then I'd probably stick the RV in there and travel around because I can turn, like, if I had an RV, I can get a van. And an RV, have the van.
Alright, can we end the show, goddamn?
For business. You're the one that keeps,
for the business, right on.
Prolonging it.
Go ahead, do a wrestler exit. Like something that a wrestler would say. This is what you would say. Oh, here we go. We're at the wrestler arrive. Hungry Howies. What do you have to say?
That this is all a script, that I don't give a shit about this.
And that's about it. And there you go. He's gonna fight you guys. So tune in after the commercials live at 9 o'clock. After that, they'll be like, you're fired. After the match. They want to see sexy Wallace fight. But anyways. So rock on. See you guys next time. And we were here live. Bro, why is there a stench coming off you?
It's you. You just farted.
No, I haven't farted yet.
It's definitely not me.
Damn, I'm seeing three. Damn, bro, I'm fucked up, man. But here we go. We're in New York. We're at the Empire State Building right now. We rented out this place, as you can see. So we'll see y'all next time, because we're gonna rent this place out again.
Yeah, because we're rich. We have a lot of money.
They know I'm from New York. Look at my hat! I'm from New York!
He's got $5.
That was lame. I cannot believe I did that. Can you why don't let me do that again? We still on?